This episode is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website or online portfolio. For a free trial and 10% off, go to squarespace.com and use your offer code American Idol.
You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene. Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's American Idol After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's American Idol After Show.
A little late on the intro, but we're feeling it anyway. That's right, everybody. With 27 million weekly downloads, listened to in 75 different countries, we're your one-stop, one destination for true after-show entertainment. I'm JC, and this is the American Idol After Show on AfterBuzz TV Season 13, Episode 11 and 12. That was a mouthful.
I know.
I was waiting for your comeback, Jason. All right,
I'm keeping it family.
Keeping it family. Before I go any further, let us introduce our wonderful host, starting with the girl who got confused as Victoria Justice. Did you hear about that?
I did, and I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Violet Kanian.
Hey, everybody.
Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter and everywhere else at Violet Kanian.
And of course, my spicy Latina.
Hola! No, just kidding. Hey, y'all, it's Stephanie Giorgi. You can find me at Stephanie Giorgi.
You know, I actually meant the other spicy Latina, but...
Thank you.
Sorry.
All right, of course, our Simon, Jason Ikeler.
Hello. You can find me on Twitter at Jason Ikeler. And send the hate.
Yes, send the hate. Oh, you're calling it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, they accused Jason and I of being racists.
Toward a white girl.
Whoa. I
Yeah.
didn't see that one coming.
Okay, I didn't either, Violet. So let us move on before going any further. Let's go. Hey, Roya.
Hey,
guys. What's going on?
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Fabulous.
We've got so much content. We're not even going to talk about our impressions of the episode because we have so much. We're doing 2 episodes tonight. Let's start off with last night with the girls, starting with Majesty Rose.
Ooh, one of my favorite performances by the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, really.
She had like such a great vibe, good energy on stage. She looked confident. She rocked it. She lost connection a little bit in the song, but overall I thought she was good.
Okay.
I thought she was super cute. I thought that she was as if she was performing at her own show. Not that it was a competition. That's how she was going. I think that's what you meant by where she lost it for a second there, because then she was just singing in her bedroom almost. But she just was very natural on stage. I loved that performance.
Really?
Do you guys think she had an advantage because she got to go first, so she wasn't like sitting there waiting nervously?
No.
I think that's a little more nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
Right,
I
but
would
she
be
already set
much
the bar
more
for everyone
scared
else.
having to wait like the whole 2 hours. Like, do I even get
Yeah.
to make it?
I guess it goes both ways, but I'm surprised that you guys liked her.
Uh-oh.
I do like her. I thought great stage presence, but I feel like she could have started her idol career with a more intricate song, a little more
Really?
vocal.
See, I feel like she maybe doesn't have those notes. And I feel like this song showed off who she is as an artist more.
I think this gives her room to be great later.
Okay, and for all of you that have been watching all season, we all know that there's a Team Spice that is Jason and Stephanie, and the Team Nice that is Violet and myself. I think we're going to flip-flop because I love Majesty Rose and I love the song Happy, but the only thing that was missing for me in this performance was her happiness. She's a beaming, she beams happiness. And I saw her, I don't know if since she was picked first, if it was the nerves, but I did feel like she was holding back a little bit. There was a little shakiness. I didn't see her smile, and the song is Happy.
Right.
And we're talking about Harry, and he's always talking about connection, feeling the lyrics, what the song's about. I felt she was a little nervous. I even called it, what did I call it? Tentative happiness.
I said I loved how she connects with the song.
But Jason and I, we've watched this twice now.
Yeah.
And
My opinions actually changed the second time, so did yours.
Yeah, so, at first I was like, and the second time they did sound a little bit better. So moving on, because we've got 400 other singers to cover tonight. Let us move on with who I call Hot Nurse Sorry.
Christen O'Connor.
Christen O'Connor. Who, okay, girls, we'll let the girls go because look, Violet's already, she's like, I don't know.
I think we are switching out. Go ahead.
I think, I don't like her. I've never liked her through the competition. I
Okay,
don't think her
Regina
voice-
George.
I don't think her voice is there, and she's not strong enough to be there. She's not strong enough to be in the top. And her her like, she was hitting the notes, they felt really, really forced.
This is the first time I did notice her. I liked it. I actually wrote, wow, it was a present surprise.
I love presents.
And supplies.
A pleasant surprise. No, I think she was good. But she was good the way a lot of people are good.
I think you never sing an Adele song, first of all, because you're going to be compared to Adele. And when Adele sings songs like this, she connects again so emotionally to them. She didn't have that connection. The first time I watched it, I thought she was underpitched the whole time. Second time, it didn't bother me as much. There were still moments. But again, she didn't connect to the song, and she's forgettable.
Yes.
She is forgettable. That's what I'll say. But I thought she had a great voice, though.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, Jason, I agree with you. The second time I did like her a little more. I agree with you. I thought she was flat and underneath the first time I listened to it, but I don't know what happened. Maybe we were watching in some different area, but she grew on me a little bit. I'll leave that as it may. But let's move on. I see her staying.
You think she'll stay?
Yeah, because they're cut in half.
Yeah.
America's voting the top 5 out of the top 10 girls, and then there'll be 3 wild cards picked by the judges.
Huh.
So we got to figure out. We're losing.
I say she's gone.
You say she's gone?
I could see her going.
Okay. All right.
I don't see anybody being like, oh my God, I got to vote for Christen.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Except for the Nurses of America.
Yeah, maybe that.
And the patients. Okay, moving on. Let's move on to
Briana
Briana Oakley.
Yay.
Briana, brilliant song choice. Briana, Demi Lovato, warrior. But she sang the song out of order. She sang like verse, bridge, chorus. What was up with that? And this song, since I'm a huge Demi Lovato fan, is about like Demi's, like all of her struggles and all of that. And I thought she sang the song too sweetly. Like you need to be like broken when you're singing this song, and she sang it like she was singing a Celine Dion song.
Her voice sounds great, but I just felt like something was missing, and I was excited to see her because I've heard a lot of talk about her, Briana Oakley. Like I know her name now for sure, but she didn't wow me at all. It was a very basic performance.
Basic.
But I'll tell you
Team
what,
Spice is back.
I love her face though.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
She is beautiful. Like she has the look. She has that bad look. Like.
And I thought when she went for the high notes, they weren't there.
And Harry brought that
Yeah,
up.
because her voice was
Like if you're gonna go for those notes, then wail.
Right.
But she just kind of hit them, and then you could tell she's like, "Oh, I did that." Like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, but Harry checked her on that. He said, "Stop doing the triple axel."
Yeah.
You know that. Do you think, Violet, are they going to that too early right now? The big note.
I think everyone's trying to show off what they have.
Yeah.
To set the bar, but then it's kind of like a bad thing and a good. I want to see it as a viewer of the show. I want to see that, but as a performer, I don't think they should do it so much because if you put yourself way up there, where else are you gonna go?
Yeah, or like you have to have a
Absolutely.
strategy. Like I'm gonna do this,
Right.
But I can also do this.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I get that they wanted to show it, but I just feel like it's those high notes come towards the end because it's when you're more hyped, you've made it further along in the competition, and I think that
But
it only sounds as good when you're really feeling it. It depends on how
Yeah.
you feel in the song, but it's too new for any of them to have been, like Mayala. Well, I mean, she's towards the end. Malia. She's towards the end, but she was emotional because she was the last one picked.
Yeah.
Right.
So that made sense for her to sing that way, but none of the other girls, I think.
Do you know what though? Doing the song, the Demi Lovato song on Twitter, she was blowing up by all the Demi Lovato fans saying like,
Okay.
"Oh, they're singing a Demi song on Idol." So she's kind of smart getting somebody with like a huge fan base to come.
True.
So it's a good start. So what do you think, After Buzzers? Let us know what you think. Are the days of the high notes gone, or are we just blowing a bunch of hot air? Let us know if you're watching us live on AfterBuzzTV.com. Hello. But if not, make sure to go to iTunes, YouTube. Let us know what you think. I'm looking at the chat roll, and I see some people giving us some statements here. CSUA Kirk I feel Brianna's going to be a wild card. I hope she gets in, but I think she deserves one more shot. Oh, so he's on the fence. He doesn't. Do we think she's going to make it?
I
think she'll make
she
it.
definitely. I mean, I'm kind of going opposite of you. I thought she was amazing. I think she's ready for the Idol stage. So I would definitely want to see her back.
I think she'll for sure make it. I think she deserves to make it.
And it's her second time, so.
I think that we could go on to the next contestant.
Well, okay, well,
Whale band.
Steph, please. She's one of your faves, so let us.
Gina Irene, you were telling me, so she switched up her name. I thought that was a good choice because I kept calling her Prosciutto instead of Shudo. But she was feeling it.
She got the Idol
it.
makeover a little bit, like a
Yes.
really good, like subtle Idol makeover.
Well, even J-Lo said that she was a badass, and I felt like she did come off as a badass. I loved her performance. I loved that the way she was moving. She sounded great. She was awesome.
Yeah, she was one of my favorite girls.
Absolutely.
And I'm not necessarily like a huge Gina fan. And she reminded me of Allison Irahita from whatever season Adam Lambert was on. But she's got, like, I love that she did the rocker thing, but she owned it. Like, she doesn't look like a rocker, but she got out there and she killed it.
It fits her faces that she used to make before.
Yeah.
Remember?
That's what, when you're looking at her, you're like, oh, like you wouldn't think she could do it.
Yeah.
And then when she sings, you're like, okay.
Is there someone that didn't like her? Violet,
I liked her. I thought, you know what's funny? I was looking at her name and I'm like, who is she? And I wrote great things about her. And I'm a little worried that I don't remember her.
Because she looked a lot tacky
But-
last time you saw her.
Possibly. But now when we started talking about her, I totally remember.
Yeah.
Super cute girl. I think she killed it. I loved it.
Yeah, she for some historians, she sounds similar to Anne. I believe it's Ann Wilson from Heart. It's
Okay.
She's got that old rocker edge to her, and she's gonna be someone different. Because we have like Briana, we have all these people that are picking contemporary, newer songs. She's rocking it out, little old school. She's singing some Stones, and Idol does play to an older audience. So it's not like X Factor. It's not like The Voice. Yeah. It's a wider space. Mm-hmm. So with her, I think it's going to take her far.
Well, and I think these kind of songs, sorry, I could just cut you off, are the type of songs that give you moments in the show. Mm-hmm. And if she can do a heart song or something like that, like that's what won Carrie Underwood over. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then that's going to be good for her.
Now, what were you going to say, Violet?
I feel like her and Jessica Muse kind of have the same.
So you
vibe going.
Okay.
Except
So I
for
feel like
she's likable.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna run in sync
music
with our opinions
wise.
on that.
But I feel like that's gonna be, they're gonna go head to head, and one of them is gonna go. They have to.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying only one will
It'll
survive?
it'll be the competition.
Hunger Games?
Yeah. It'll be the competition.
American
between
Idol?
them.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So then who's going to be this girl's competition? Briana? Is it Anai?
Bria Nia.
Bria Anai.
All of the girls.
You know what? I thought her voice was like her outfit all over the place.
It was. You know what? Her high notes were a little tough. I think she was feeling it, but she needed to take more breaths.
Well, and she needed to decide what kind of singer she's going to to be song. Are you going to be
Right.
Jennifer Hudson? Or are you going to be Macy Gray? Like, what are you going to do? You can't do it all. It doesn't
It was
work.
a little bit all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really like it.
In getting technical, when she sings the high notes, like her soft palate in the back of her throat is so lowered that it just sounds like super strained and,
It was tough,
like
dude.
not
They were-
open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I hate to say this. I hate agreeing with Team Spice, but yeah, she oversang the song.
Wow.
She oversang it. But this is not taking away what I think about her, actually. I think if you can rein her in, because she has the vocal tools, but she needs to check some of that youthful exuberance and just be in control. If she's in control, she'll be fine, I believe.
But I think that's an American Idol, like, that's a horrible thing to not know who you are as an artist and just have a good voice on this show, because we've seen people like her get lost in it.
That's true.
Over and over and over.
Yeah, because they mess it up and.
Yeah, like
Because they continue to say that at the end of the day, it's your choice whether you're going to use the guitar, you're not going to use the guitar, whether you're going to use the band or not use the band. And she's someone who will be like, okay, let me just do everything that they're saying right now, and then it falls to.
yeah. Well, and she probably doesn't know who she is as an artist. She probably likes music and can sing good.
And she does have the momager and the agent.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
I agree with you what you said though. She does have the tools.
Violet, what do you think?
I thought I loved the tone in her voice, and I wrote that I would be excited to see her every week.
Good.
What she was gonna do.
fantastic disagreement. I love it. No, I agree. I think she will stay in the competition. She's too much of a talent not to move on. And
do you think?
I think she has the tools.
Not too much of a talent.
I think we've seen people like her so many times that maybe compared to the other artists this season, she has a good voice. But I think people want something different.
And that has been the theme this season. And I think you're teasing us for possibly a little bit of MK action coming up in a minute. But before that, we got to move on to the Oh No Girl.
Oh,
Mariel
Lord.
Sellers.
Oh, biggest disappointment of the night. I love her. I love her look. I love her personality.
Even how she started.
And then,
right?
the first like 3 seconds of the song, I'm like, oh, she's gonna rock this.
Yes.
And then she started shouting, and she was under pitch the whole time. And I'll give her credit because she looked confident, but she should not have been because that was not good.
Because she lost herself in that. And I'm so happy that Keith said exactly what I said. The entire performance looked like a karaoke performance.
Yeah.
And
Like if I was drunk, I would be like, you go, girl.
Right. And that's exactly what it was. It was...
Bad performer or bad song?
You know what? I never thought she's had a great voice, but I thought she knew who she was as an artist.
Right. So I don't
And
know
I
what
think
happened.
singing this song, in her defense, I think I've said this one on these shows before, Katy Perry songs aren't meant to be performed live.
So true.
They're very overproduced, and that's how pop music is today. So even Katy Perry singing it live isn't
It's
going to sound
not
like
right.
the album because it's just that type of song. That being said, she could have taken the song and made it her own. She didn't. She just ruined it.
She was also so excited that that's why her shoe came off. Like, she was
I know.
Those
No,
are some
see,
tough heels. But Violet, okay.
Being excited and having your shoe come off on stage, totally different things. She was so awkward. She was just like throwing her hands up.
Yeah.
You don't do that. If you're excited, and we saw Malia at the end kind of do it too, and she still had control in herself. But this girl was just all over the place, and I feel like she's trying to kind of be like Miley.
Yep.
So she's not so different. We've seen it. It's been done. So I feel like she needs to go.
It's funny, Steph, what you said about you and Keith agreeing. Well, you know what? Our chat roll believes the same. They're like, yes, Keith nailed that critique. So
He did.
you
Yeah.
guys-
Absolutely, because and it's funny that I thank God we write down our notes for him to say that after I've written it down, because it was a shame a little bit. It was kind of embarrassing.
I think you two are soulmates. Yeah.
Yeah, and
no,
speaking
Harry
of
and I
soul,
are.
she had no soul. That's all.
Jason
I was
Ikeler.
kidding.
I was waiting for her to stick her tongue out when she brought the shoe to
Yeah,
her.
I was
Ew,
too.
thank God she
Yeah,
didn't.
and I was like,
Oh, I would have been so angry.
You know what? I'm kudos to her because she owned it. She owned up to the fact that it could have been a catastrophe, and she still left with her dignity. And she could have just walked off. She
I
could have
think
stopped.
there's nothing worse than sounding horrible and then being like,
yeah.
I own that. No, you didn't. Like, just look
I
sad.
agree with Jason.
Like, if she looked sad after that, I would want to vote for her. Like,
Yeah.
oh, she knows she messed up.
Yeah,
Like, even if she put the shoe to the side,
Yeah.
not just...
she had to incorporate. Yeah, that was weird.
Okay, we have questions coming up a little bit later, as we can see. But we got how many more people? We've got. Oh, Violet, I want you to take this one.
Which one?
It's Jessica Muse.
Oh, yes.
Because we know
Okay.
you've had a love-hate with her, so...
Oh, my Lord. Okay, she sang Luke Bryan's Drink a Beer, and if anybody knows me, anybody knows anything about country music, Luke Bryan is, like, the best. Just because he's just gorgeous.
You're part of the fan
But
club.
exactly. Yeah. But the song is just such a beautiful, heartfelt. He wrote it about I'm not sure if he wrote it, but it's about his brother passing and his sister passing and what he went through, after. And she's just singing it like, hi.
That's so
okay,
funny
I'm like a
because
sweet girl.
I don't know the song, and I had no idea that's what it was about.
Really?
After watching her sing it.
Exactly.
No idea.
You're supposed to be so emotionally invested in that song, and she wasn't at all. And if it's up to her or what was the other girl, Gina for sure.
All day.
Yeah.
And you know what? When you're going to sing a country song like that today, you're going to get compared to Miranda Lambert or Casey Musgraves.
Oh, and oh my gosh, I wrote, why didn't she do a Casey Musgraves song?
But Casey Musgraves and Miranda Lambert are A, likable.
Yes.
B, so much more talented than she is. And she did the same thing too, where she looked so cocky like she had it. You don't have it, Jessica. And I'm not racist. You're a crappy singer.
Yeah.
I've got to rein you guys in. It's getting kind of emotional here at AfterBuzz. Steph.
I was gonna say that so our viewers don't get so sensitive. Look, she's probably an awesome person. I probably could kick
No,
it
but
with
we
her.
saw her
But
in Hollywood
here's
Week.
the
She's
thing,
not
though.
awesome.
If she's gonna go through everything that she's done so far to speak of herself highly the way that she has, and then to be emotional and then get voted in, like, you know what? Shame on you for that performance because
Yep.
you should have brought it harder for going through everything that you had to go through. When that mom got in her face and she's gonna do that as her first performance, she didn't
That's
even move.
true.
Yeah.
And I get that she maybe didn't want to over exaggerate, and she was probably gonna say, I'm gonna keep it cool, I'm gonna play it different from everyone else, but she blew it because she really didn't move.
Well,
I didn't even
if
listen to
she's
the
gonna
song. I
own
kept
the-
looking at
yeah.
her face and like how she was playing. I was like, damn, she ain't doing shit.
I would have liked to hear us do like Gunpowder and Lead or something.
Yeah,
like, own
anything.
your sass, and I
Yeah.
will back you 100%. But don't, I don't know. And then if you're doing country music, you have to be a storyteller. And she has
Yeah.
absolutely
had no
phrasing.
melody,
I didn't know that
nothing.
song was about that. She's not good.
Okay, I got to bring a little to the center here. Now, could it have been nerves? Because I picked up nervousness when she was.
Really?
I did.
Yes,
I
could've
think
been
it. I
hers.
think it could have been, but
You
she
don't-
talks a mean talk.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. That's the point.
exactly.
That's her fault. Sorry if it's nerves, then you shouldn't have
Because
acted
for the
so
other people that
confident
were
before.
nervous, I'm like, oh, that's
we knew
Sam
that.
Wolf. I'm like,
Yeah.
you look so
Good
adorable up
job.
there. With her,
Absolutely.
she's been like talking this big game and then doesn't own it.
Yeah.
Let's see what the chat roll has to say. I didn't think Jessica would have been picked, and some guest 179. I was disappointed Jessica sang country. Thought she would be rock.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. That
that's
would've
why I
made
kind
sense.
of exactly. I kind of put the Casey Musgraves because she's got like a little bit of edge to her. So
Yeah.
if she's gonna be a country singer,
Do
and she
that
does
kind of
have that
country.
twang in her, then be a little edgy. Don't be, butterflies and rainbows, Luke Bryan. Come on.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
like the least
Exactly.
edgy singer in country music right now.
And
Well,
she's not butterflies and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why her like what she's singing doesn't go with who she is.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only person somewhat defending her here
Oh,
because
boy.
could she be getting a Julian Jensen edit, who was unfortunately one of the people that didn't make it to the top 10 because we followed her from X Factor. We got her as like this, she was always this sad, the bully, and
Yeah,
the sad.
because they showed the same clip over and over.
Yes.
You know what? I don't think so because we saw her in Hollywood Week have that attitude, and then we saw her when it was her singing against the other girl going like, oh, you were okay. Like, we've seen a couple things now where
I
it's
tried
like,
to have her back.
Yeah, you try to have her
Yeah.
back.
Okay. All right.
Can
all
we
right.
talk about Julian Jensen?
Absolutely. This is
Julian Jensen got voted off, and we need to talk about this whole format that they did tonight because I think
Yes.
it's ridiculous. If you're gonna have a top 15, let them all sing and let us decide.
Yeah.
Don't say here's a top 15. Oh, suckers! Here's a
Liar,
top 10.
lies.
But what I know, because at first I was mad about it as well because you're just it's like almost cruel
Yeah.
to the
It
five
is
that don't get
cruel.
picked. However, the judges did get to hear them before the show. They did
But
have
they
a
made
performance.
it seem last week like America gets to decide now.
Right.
Right.
Well, I'm just
just
sad.
want my
I would have,
rights.
and I would have loved to have said goodbye to
Kenzie?
the girl, Kenzie, and
The girl with the cool hair.
Audrey,
And our
the one with the gap that had the fro.
Yeah,
that did
that's the girl I'm talking about.
Yes.
But
I would have
Julian,
loved to have said goodbye to them
do
and
you
see that last
think
performance.
because
but
Julian
no.
did come from X Factor and I just love her. Do you think that Idol producers, because she already has like 120,000 Twitter followers, do you think Idol producers were scared that it'd look bad on Idol to have somebody that's been on X Factor with the following already?
Because she already had a built-in fan base.
Yeah.
She's already got momentum behind her.
And then they'd get shade for that.
You know, I don't even think it's fair for her to have been on the show.
Right.
Because, like you said, she has a following
Yeah.
that she built through another production. These people have followings that they've built going show to show to show by themselves. So I'm kind of glad she's not in it.
It's
Although she was super
Yeah.
talented.
Okay,
a
guys.
great point. Okay. Okay, see their claws, Jason. Well, let's see. So let's lay into let's sharpen up our claws like poor Harry did on Emily Piriz.
You know what?
Let me go first. Real quick.
Okay.
Her performance was larger than her voice. That's all I have to say. The only thing I was looking at was like what she was doing, and then her outfit was kind of weird. But I didn't pay attention to the way she was singing.
Wow.
You know what? I actually liked her. I thought vocally one of the most consistent performances of the night. And I'm sorry, Harry. People who are 18 have sex. It's fine. She can sing about sex.
You know what?
That's all.
I think the teams are changing here because
I know.
Violet, go ahead.
I thought she was awful. I don't know why she was on that stage. Her facial expressions were utterly horrendous. They completely distracted me from the entire performance. Her movements through the entire performance was just like, stop for 1 second and focus on your singing.
Yeah.
And her voice was all over the place.
That's
it was
funny, 'cause
awful.
Oh, you go.
No, because I'm feeling this because I actually agree with Jason. Yes, he and I this episode, I think we're kind of we're in the same lane
Okay,
here.
y'all need to.
We need to switch
we
boys
need-
versus
I know.
girls.
Someone needs to switch places.
She's been one of the stronger singers all season. Every time we've seen her, yes, it was supposedly not age appropriate, but it's not even. It doesn't even matter.
I didn't even catch that.
No, I thought she was one of the stronger people, and I thought the girls were kind of lackluster.
Wow.
I did. I thought she was one of the stronger people.
I agree.
And I'm just looking. Let's see, subject matter or not, the performance was a performance. I thought Harry was editorializing. I don't know if he's having troubles. He
has daughters that age. That's why.
Dad and
But he has teenage daughters.
I respect that.
Exactly.
I respect that, but. If the voice is there, the voice is there. And I thought
my critique for her was I wish she would have left the mic and kind of like owned the stage more with that song.
So she was doing that anyways.
But I thought vocally she was a lot better than most of the girls.
Oh my goodness.
I think that Harry just probably thought you don't even know enough about sex to deliver that song the way you should have.
I do wish she would have changed her hair.
I wish she would have changed.
You know what I'm saying? And that was a little girl hairdo, by the way.
Yeah.
She could have had like sexier
She looked
hair.
young. Even her outfit looked young.
Sultry
Like
something.
I just feel like if you got the song, like how he said, you know, what are the first two lines and whatnot, you could have delivered it differently.
Okay.
I wrote down karaoke.
So we're split.
That's funny.
We're split, but I think the next person is a unifier, brings us all together.
She gets a yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Hell yeah.
MK.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
First
What
of all,
about her?
Yeah.
Everything about her.
Everything.
She
love-
is so like. This is the difference between her and Jessie. She gets up there and you know she looks nervous, but you are like rooting for her to do good. You're like,
Yes.
oh my God, you go. And then she got it. And then she like started to connect to the song. Her voice is so pure and so powerful, and she can turn on the rasp. And she kind of reminds me of Joss Stone a little bit.
Yes, her voice
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh wow.
So pure. It's so beautiful.
But she's got that like sort of soulful thing.
yeah.
First of all, that's my song. Like that is my jam. Love it. And I was so surprised. I was like, oh wait, what? John Legend? Hold up. And then the only thing about her is that she's so sweet because her face is just very, again, like the Christina thing. You know how Christina Aguilera doesn't have to open her mouth for some like crazy shit to come out. But she sounded amazing.
And
love
I think
her.
this is such a good song choice because
Oh, it was
she can from here she can do so much more. Like she proved like, oh, I can do this song, but she can come out
loved
here and
it.
have a huge moment after this song. Like she's not gonna peak here.
And she didn't have to go crazy on the stage and
Yeah.
just do everything. And I was sitting there trying so hard not to cry
Right.
because she was connecting with the song so much
Yeah.
and just connecting with everybody in that place.
And her
It's
mom crying
crazy.
too. I got goosebumps that whole
Oh,
performance.
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
my
It's
right leg just
great.
got goosebumps right now.
This one?
And yeah, me and Stephanie were on point with
With
that
the
outfit.
dressing, what? We told y'all.
Yeah.
I just want to see her without a
She
hat
looks so
now.
good.
Yes.
So
She'll look great.
we
Oh,
hope she
she's
does stay.
amazing. Yes.
Yes.
I connected
Please,
with her
people
the most.
vote.
The
Yes.
most.
She's got him. If America, you're a bunch of stupid people if you don't let her through.
Well, you know what, Jason? Let's divert it. Let's talk about that a little bit because we were on Twitter,
MK's doing the most.
and there was some unfortunate, even hate speech was.
Oh yeah,
you see
I've
tweets like
I've
that.
seen the F word and the N word so many times because I like watch the Twitter feed while the show's on.
That's so wrong.
People are stupid. It shouldn't matter if she likes girls or boys. She has a
know,
crazy good
relax.
voice.
Close your
Just
eyes.
pretend she's a boy,
and
'cause she'd
listen
be
to the
fine
freaking
either way.
music.
Yeah.
So
Whatever.
So
we'll see.
frustrating.
We'll see. There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of stories.
But there's
out.
even like racist comments on Twitter too. We're getting
I
a
know,
little
which,
political up in here.
you know what? Go ahead and do all that because that's kind of silly. It's 2014.
you're dumb.
That's ignorance.
All right. So from one
We're
hot butt.
preaching tonight.
See, we're gonna end
Quit
strong
being
though.
ignorant, America.
We're gonna
Carol's going off.
we're gonna end the girls strong with Slyonce.
Oh,
That is
That's
so
her nickname.
funny.
She gave herself that name.
Oh, she did?
Yeah,
She
it's
didn't.
Malia
yeah,
Watson.
but I
Oh,
did not think
Lord.
she should call herself that.
Oh. What did we think? Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, no, I liked it, but that part ruined it for you.
I know. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't
like the
think
calmness.
she was that great.
She's 15.
I thought she oversang the song.
Okay.
I thought she was too emotional for the song, and I think she should have sang a more age-appropriate song.
Okay, Harry, relax.
No, but like that song's about like heartbreak. Sing a fun song. You're young, you're cute, you have all this personality. I thought she wasted it.
Ain't no tuba
And
player,
I
no
think
about
she
no
has really
heartbreak.
bad like placement when she sings. Like the notes, like her voice just sounds too weird. I don't like it. I like her though.
I liked her performance. I thought her voice was good, and I think you said it. She was so excited to have been chosen last.
That's why it came out
that's
that
where
way.
it came from, and I feel like she still kind of contained it as much as she could for a 15-year-old who just got chosen to be on.
I mean,
American
I
Idol.
get that, but I think at the same time, there's lots of young kids on the show, and it almost sounded like whiny to me. But I really like her, and I'm rooting for
I
her.
liked her, yeah.
Obviously, totally sounds like you guys are rooting for her.
I'm just being honest. I'm just trying to help you win, Malia.
So,
Malaya.
okay,
Malaya.
quick standout. Who was your favorite of the night? Wait, hold on. On the count
the
of three.
girls.
Of the girls. 1, 2, 3.
MK.
Figured.
Holla!
All right. We
Oh,
still-
I hope she sees this.
I
MK,
know.
love
We
you.
love you,
Everybody
MK.
tweet our podcast to her, please.
We just became such a super fan show. I mean,
know.
literally.
We love her.
Well, we needed it.
I want her to
we're
have an album
developing
now.
a relationship
Yes.
with these people
Because don't
now.
you think she's gonna make like an Ed Sheeran type album?
I don't know, but I hope Ellen DeGeneres
Yeah.
I could see.
interviews her.
You know what you guys need? What we need is like a webpage devoted to MK.
Oh my god!
Oh my
so
god,
weird
somebody
you
do
mentioned
it
that.
and tweet it to us.
Well, we could make a webpage on Squarespace.
Oh,
Good,
yes.
friends.
The all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website or online portfolio. And for a free trial and 10% off, go to squarespace.com/American Idol.
Yes.
Ooh.
And the promo code, don't forget
American
the promo
Idol.
code American Idol.
Yeah, because I've tried to make a web. It didn't.
You need to
work
use
out very
Squarespace,
well.
JC. We told you last week.
I
It's
know.
super easy. You can drag and drop videos and it organizes them for you. There's tons of layouts you can choose from, and you can try it before you buy it.
And American Idol fans, this is perfect for you, like super fans. You can make these websites for your favorite contestants.
I thought you were gonna ask to make a
A
fancy-
website for us.
For Team
that.
Spice and Stephanie
For all
G.
of our fans and haters.
Oh my gosh! Oh, and some final thoughts coming back to the show. Also, Kenzie should have stayed.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any final thoughts? Like anyone that should have stayed?
Kenzie.
Kenzie, you know what then? I hope because she's a little bit younger, that girl better come back and kill it because
you know
she
what?
could have won.
We get wild cards.
We do. Ooh, I hope they
But
kill
from
everybody
all
with
of
it.
them, or
Unfortunately, no. The wild cards are going to be. They're picking 5 from the top 10 from boys and girls, so that makes 10.
Oh, so the wild cards are from the top 10.
I'd imagine so. Why would they go back for someone they didn't even bring on stage?
Because they didn't get that
I
opportunity.
think Idol's
They
done that
should.
before. Or maybe that's X Factor.
Because it's even
I
more
don't
of a
know.
wild card. I don't know,
I
but
think
Kenzie
they
was
have
the
done
best.
that.
Because
Alright.
I would like them to bring back Kenzie and Julian Jensen, and then that's it.
I just want to see Kenzie back. Come on,
Alright.
you're gonna put freaking
Kenzie
Mariel through, and you're not gonna put Kenzie.
That's
through?
what
Well,
I'm
we
like,
don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. That's what I'm saying.
Come on, people.
There's a lot, and who knows? What if they pick more? Can they pick more boys? What if they pick 7 boys, 6 girls? 'Cause
Oh.
who? Okay.
They're not gonna do that.
Well, no, because there's 13. There's going to be an opposite, an odd number of boys and girls.
Really?
Yeah. So, who won the night? The 2 nights, boys or girls?
Boys.
I would say boys, except for MK won the
MK,
night. So
yeah.
girls.
Right, of course.
And I feel like with boys, they were better vocally, but I feel like there's 2 of every boy. There's 2 R&B singers, there's 2
That's
country singers,
true.
there's 2 soul singers. So it's like we could just cut them in half.
So,
true.
so are there 2 Caleb Johnsons? The very first singer.
Yep.
There are 2 Calebs.
There's 3.
There's 3.
There's 3 Calebs.
Caleb,
No.
Dexter, and
No, Caleb doesn't even
Interesting.
count for that.
but I loved Caleb.
No, Caleb was by himself. in his
Caleb
own
was
category.
awesome. But if you're gonna pick a double for him, I'm gonna go with Ben Briley.
Ooh, yep.
Yeah, he could be his
No.
matchup.
Caleb was.
But Caleb is
his
freaking on
double
another-
is Jack Black, and that's it.
Do you know
Or
what though?
Meatloaf.
Caleb? I don't even remember him, but he came out there tonight and he killed it.
Yes.
He's got like the perfect amount. What I thought CJ, who we'll talk about later, did wrong, is he knows how to work the grit into his voice, where he doesn't sound like he's like screaming it at you, like it's like sexy.
He's so perfect. It's like you're watching a professional,
Yeah.
Yes.
old school rock star kill
Absolutely.
it.
You said, was it you that said Meatloaf?
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Exactly like me. And even like the movement. I freaking love
I
it.
think
He's a-
Meatloaf is
he's a
trending right now on
star,
Twitter.
Really?
He's a star when he owns the stage, though. Like he is so
Yeah.
comfortable up there,
Yeah,
and the
I
way
said
he
that
moves.
I want to see his show. And
Yeah.
I wrote it. I'm like, oh wait, he doesn't do that, but I would.
He is ready to be on a stage right
Oh,
now.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I would,
ready.
I would buy a ticket to go see him. Like
Like
tomorrow.
I had no critiques from his.
I just wrote fire.
And
Yeah.
fa-
I wrote,
fans
"Kill
feel the
me."
same way.
His time.
Caleb was awesome. He was. It's just going on and on. I think he's gonna
Sup, chat roll.
he's gonna be a tough one to stop. But what about the 180 of CJ Harris? Uh-oh.
I thought it was beautiful.
I thought he
didn't
took
like
this song that's supposed to be like, I love you, and he was like, I love you. And it was just too, like, Ray LaMontagne is so soulful, and that's a hard guy to cover. But he, like, I felt like he was shouting at me the whole time, and I kind of agreed. I don't know, it was Randy or somebody that's like, your guitar playing, Chris Daughtry, his guitar playing did seem off while he was playing. Like, it seemed unconnected from his voice.
Because he thought himself.
And I think he, like, looks really angry when he's singing it. Like, I just thought he was pissed off.
What?
And he's singing a love song.
No, that's the one thing I can't agree with you. I
Really?
think
Good.
I see joy when he sings. I see
Absolutely.
true joy whenever he's singing. Doesn't matter what he doesn't
I
have
see,
to.
like, forceful love.
Oh.
No,
Not like that.
Whoa.
Not like that.
No, I totally see what you saw, JC.
I mean, I don't see the
Sorry,
see what I
see.
Oh Lord! I thought he was the perfect 180 because we were like, how do you follow Caleb?
Yeah.
And you need some, and we were thinking maybe Sam, but I thought he was just the perfect blend because he took the rug underneath from you because he not as strong vocally, but it was the emotion, the joy. He makes you happy. I felt that's
but
what
do you guys
I
know
felt.
the original song?
No.
I think that's why, because he ruined the original.
Really?
But I thought going after CJ, he showed how much of an amateur he was. Oh my God, her hand just grabbed my hand and it freaked me out. Anyways, I thought he looked like such an amateur after CJ.
This moment in OKCupid.com brought to you by AfterBuzz TV. Okay,
I thought somebody was under our desk.
you guys, if you're not watching live,
So.
you should. All right, because right now, settle down, you two, because I'm going to bring you back up with Emanuel Zidor.
No.
He's so fun for the show.
That's it,
But
though.
I was so disappointed in this performance.
Yeah, he definitely should have chosen a better
But I
song.
like when J-Lo made him sing at the end because he has the
He
voice.
sounded better
No,
there.
see, I did not like when JLo made him sing at
Really,
the end
Violet,
because
please.
I thought it was kind of a second chance for him, and nobody else gets that.
Oh.
And he messed up. He forgot his lyrics. He was all over the place. He was just awful. Seriously, stop strutting and focus on your singing.
Yeah.
Right?
Seriously.
He was focused on his little
He was,
whip out
yeah,
moves.
he was
like
a
merengue,
little, you know, doing his hips.
It
and
sounded
we
like
love
his
it.
mouth was full too. Like
Yeah, it was just wrong.
Because his pronunciation was a little
Yeah.
bit weird too.
I didn't like it at all. And you get to sing at the end. Why? So you can get sympathy votes, or people can be
It's
like, oh, you
okay.
can actually sing.
I think J-Lo was just trying to prove to like Harry and Keith, like, no, he actually does have a voice.
Right.
Well, they've seen
But,
him
yeah,
throughout the whole thing.
The song
so
was too big for him though.
It was way too. I
He's
think
just so fun. Like everyone, like we love to watch him. Obviously, he seems great. I like his
But who
mentality.
and who
But that was
dressed him
it.
tonight?
Oh
That-
Oh
Lord.
no, that was bad.
yeah, like that was
With
a
that
horrible
money sign
outfit.
dollar. I mean, with the money sign shirt.
All right.
Poor guy.
So wrong.
No.
JC, what do you think, buddy?
Yeah, what do you think?
Now, not to undermine
Carlos?
exactly what you guys said, because we opened with J-Lo because she was on point tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh,
J-Lo was
mamacita.
on point tonight.
She was for the most part.
I agreed with
Well-
everything she said mostly.
Mostly.
Well, then why not this right here?
Because it's wrong.
How is
It's
it
not
wrong?
Fair.
How is it not fair, Violet?
Somebody else messes up, you're not gonna be like, okay, we're live TV. You can give me something else. Give me something else. No, you can't do that. It's live TV. You do what you do. You walk off stage and let America decide. They can base your
I
votes
see that.
on.
No, I see that.
They can base your votes on what they've seen in the past that you've done, which I thought he kicked butt in Hollywood, but you can't show that on that stage. It's what you give.
Yeah,
You're
but
at
I
a
think
concert, you're not
J-Lo's like the lovable like mom, and I think I don't think she was doing it to give him a second chance. I
It's the
think she
mom.
like felt bad for him.
You can tell every time she
To
says,
give
hey,
him a
baby.
second
Hi,
chance.
baby.
I guess
Hey,
that's
baby.
true.
Hi, baby.
Now, I may be in the minority then. I guess we've got CSUA Kirk. Only female should sing Best of My Love.
Who cares? That has nothing to do
That
with it.
really.
So it was just he was all over the place.
No, it was
That's
just
what it
the
is.
song was too big for him.
Okay.
That's not. Who cares?
So I know how much it's been an MK love affair, but I think the love affair is going to continue with our next guy. Yes, Violet's already beaming. Mr. Sam Wolf.
Love him.
He's so cute.
She said Sammy.
Sam.
Sammy.
She used to say that about Lazaro too.
Razzie.
He is again somebody you want to root for. Like he seems so humble, but he's got the talent to back it up. His voice is on point, and he has such control over everything he sings.
He's kind of beautiful,
Yeah,
He is.
right?
like you
kinda
feel like he's like a
perfect.
little angel up there.
I kind of want to give him a like just like one of those, like on the cheek, like. Let me
I just want to give him a hug. Isn't he like 17 or something?
Yeah, calm down, Steffi.
Wait a year.
I'm not gonna surprise nobody. It doesn't matter.
I feel like he's perfect for Idol just because he has the whole package, and 17-year-old girls and under are watching the show, and that's like their guy.
And he's blowing up Twitter.
Yeah. Well, him and Spencer's gonna be like a
Well, no, I think I'm over
teenage
Spencer
girl.
now.
But I mean, I think he's such a great artist too, though. Like even his song choice, you're like, oh, this sounds like a song you would sing on your album.
And Harry Connick Jr. brought up with him kind of shaking his head after the first couple notes he did, and I was like, is he disappointed with himself or is he not sure? But I thought it was kind of cute.
I think it makes him likable.
Yeah, and he stopped it. He didn't do it the whole time.
He did seem
after a while. He
nervous.
kind of got a little more comfortable.
But that's
and it got
perfect
better.
for the show.
Yes.
Because if you can grow, it's all
Yep.
about the growth.
Do you think he will conquer his nerves?
Yes.
Yes,
Hopefully.
You think?
Oh,
because
for
he doesn't
sure.
realize how good he is.
And I think even playing in front of a live audience that big and hearing the cheers, if he does like an upbeat song, he's gonna
he's
own
gonna
it.
have so much fun.
I
We'll
think
see.
the
I don't know.
It'd be kind of fun to hear him do like a Maroon 5 song or something.
Yeah, kind of change it up a
Yeah.
little.
the only way I think he could lose this competition is because of his lack of confidence.
Right.
I don't think so because he has. If
I
you
get- no, I get the
tweens-
cute,
if you
shy
get the
thing.
tweens behind you though, that'll up your confidence too.
Yeah.
I just hope he can conquer it because outside of the teen vote, I agree with you guys. His artistry, he's just a good person. You want to like him, and that's what you want. I just hope the biggest stumbling block for him, the only person in his way, is Sam Wolf.
Yeah, but
True.
I don't think his voice ever gets compromised when he's nervous.
Yes,
Like his
absolutely.
voice was still on point.
Stephanie's gonna bust my chops here. What?
Because that was deep. Because you said the only person in his way is Sam Wolf. So
Well,
I'm
sorry.
like, wait, are we talking about him?
What's going on?
I could give you a yo dog like Ryan did with Randy last.
Randy, I love you, but bow out gracefully. It's time to go.
He was rocking the skinny pants though.
He's keeping the whole Idol tradition. You know,
The
I
concept.
just
one
felt
person.
like
yeah.
his interviews. I'm like, I would much rather watch Ryan Seacrest interview them. A, B. You can bring Adam Lambert back any day.
Anytime,
and he can
any
mentor the whole
day.
season.
Adam was looking kind of fine, too.
Yeah,
kind
that
of.
mustache.
That boy is just beautiful.
Lord, you people. Let's move on to the music. Mr. Love It or Leave It, George Lavelle.
Oh, leave
Love
it.
it.
I'm.
Oh,
Oh, no, love it. That was his last name. Sorry. Oops.
Oh, I said leave it.
Because I didn't love it.
Okay, good.
Damn, he got excited and
You know,
everything.
I thought he started out like first 4 seconds really strong, and then he got nervous, and then he looked like he was emotionally connected to a song, but not this song.
Right.
Like he was really into it, but it had nothing to do with the lyrics he was singing.
Well, Violet and I didn't appreciate that he put his earpiece in before they called his name out.
Absolutely. That completely.
Oh.
He's on my ish list.
why?
Don't like it because they're talking about you. They could be talking about anyone. They didn't even say anything so specific. They said he was under the radar the whole time in Hollywood Week. So that kind of could have been anybody. So
And
except
it's funny
Alex.
because when he did it, he kind of noticed that
he's
it was
doing
too
it.
soon, and he's like,
yeah, and then he
"Damn,
kind
I
of
shouldn't have
waited.
done that," but then he
Yep,
just did it, and
he
then
already
tried to
did
act
it.
calm, and I'm like, yeah, fool, you already put your earpiece
It would have
on.
been
Might as
so
well leave
funny
it.
if they like psyched him out.
I would have
Not
loved if
George
they called
Lovett.
somebody else's name.
Okay, so the performance didn't match the swagger.
No,
Well, and I
too
agree-
dramatic.
And I agree with what J-Lo
Holy
said.
smokes.
And this is what I always say. People talking about runs. Just because you can do a run doesn't mean you should.
The whole song has
and
to
it
be a run.
it takes away from it because if he would have just had a few in there, it would have been powerful. But every single phrase.
Especially because Bruno Mars is good at not doing rhymes.
Yeah.
And singing to just sing.
Yep.
So,
And then when he does them, it's super
and
powerful.
they were right. And I like how Brandy's like, a lot of people have done this song, and you know what? It's a little bit played out. I'm not gonna lie. The other night, there's a place on Santa Monica Boulevard that says "Don't Tell Mama." It's a piano bar. This girl sang that song better than him.
Oh.
There you go.
See, it's funny. We go the extra way. The fans are our fifth host, and some fans are bringing up something that you guys brought up. When Ryan was talking and addressing the show, and he was walking through the crowd in the tunnel, and you guys, he didn't even break a beat.
Right.
And they're saying, talk about the random people in the tunnel. Who were they? Are
Right,
they
I know.
extras? What's
Oh,
going?
they just pick him out of a
I
crowd.
think they're
Right.
like fans.
They were
like
super
super
stoked.
fans.
They were so excited. It was so cute.
But can we talk about how good Ryan Seacrest is?
Oh my gosh.
Walking through like a crowded room, like people
He even
screaming.
said hi to one girl. He's like,
He's like,
and
hi,
kept talking.
and I'm Ryan Seacrest.
Oh
and you're
my
like, oh my
gosh.
God, you're so
that
amazing.
he's
Ryan,
just
we all
phenomenal.
aspire to be like you.
Now, and Jason, I was going to ask you, you should let everyone know because you may be able to find out who those people are in the tunnel.
Oh, yeah. I will be at the red carpet.
Yes, you will.
I think next week, I'm assuming. That's if the live rounds start with the top 13. So if you have questions, you can tweet them at me and I will ask them.
Yay.
Absolutely. Tweet the
Perfect.
questions. It's
Where-
perfect.
I'll
should
be
I
in his
At
front
Jason
pocket.
Ikeler.
I'm
And
gonna
Stephanie
be
G will be
here.
right here.
Oh, that I want to see.
All right, you two. Let's move on to a good old boy.
Good old country boy.
Dexter Roberts.
I wrote, dang, I love his good old voice.
I just think he's another very likable person. And I thought he was really good. I agreed with what Keith and Harry were saying, though, that he's going to get lost in it after the show if he doesn't
Find his voice.
who he is as an artist. And I do think when he sings at the end of his phrases, sometimes they fall off a little bit.
Yes, he kind of was merging the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I like how they dressed him, though.
Yeah, it was cute.
He was so cute.
I think we're all in agreement. He needs to be pushed. Mm-hmm. He's a charming guy. He knows he's lovable. I want to see him stretch.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I want to see him do a Billy Currington song. The voice is going to be such a perfect match, and Billy Currington has some really emotional but still fun songs that will be a great mix for him. This song was too poppy.
I think he's going to have the same problem that Bria Nia does, though, that he doesn't know, she knows she's like an R&B artist. He knows he's a country artist, but that's it.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't hone in on something,
I was going to say, because
bye-bye.
he's the best country one out of all
Yeah.
the country guys.
Yeah, I agree with that, but
Dexter, pick up some Billy.
And we got Joseph Bose saying, I think the producers told the judges to pick 20 people who had the best backstory / package.
Ooh.
Doesn't that always happen?
yeah.
It's a singing show, not a singing competition.
Oh my gosh, the same thing. We just keep going over that guy.
I know.
know.
Okay, but let's move on. Let's devote some time with some of our favorite people. Yes, Stephanie.
Hashtag Allie.
Hashtag Allie.
Hashtag Allie.
He is insane.
Freaking phenomenal.
Alex Preston.
Yeah.
Just
I feel like he's just in a different level. I don't think he's competing
is.
with anybody else. He's just
Nope.
getting up there and singing.
He's just doing that for us. He's just on the stage.
Yeah.
Just
He
is
for our pure
performing.
joy.
I will say though, he needs to work on his stage presence.
Yeah.
Because he is on American Idol. You're not playing coffee shops anymore. You have to look more comfortable on the stage.
Even though as soon as you're over American Idol, go right back to that because I love it. It's you. I would
Yeah.
go to those coffee shops all day, every day just to see him sing.
But it almost I don't think he's cocky at all.
No.
He's
But
not.
I think if he
Absolutely
keeps
not.
doing that, it might come across as cocky if he's just, you know what I mean, super into the music. You have to open up to the crowd.
No.
It reminds me of Philip Phillips.
No, I think
That's
that
true.
I
Great
think
point that you brought
that's
that
his
up
style.
because Volcano was sung by Philip Phillips as well. So and you knew, and that song, it's always a statement song. So I'm kind of sad that he picked that song because it's such a great song. That song, it's hard to mess up that song. It was brilliantly written. It's a fantastic piece. I just wish he would save it because he's got so much in the arsenal.
But imagine he did that song now. Imagine what he has coming.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's going to be freaking
Yeah.
mind-blowing.
Well, and if he does a Joni Mitchell song or something like that, he can.
Oh, he'll
There's
kill
so
it
many
too.
things he can do.
And he's so good with his instrument.
Yep.
He that's why the judges said is because he plays like no one else does. He really has that talent.
like a
Even
part
towards
of
the end
him.
when
Yeah.
when they were
Crazy.
asking him when Harry was telling him to go to the 9, after the 9 he did this other little piece. It was incredible.
Well, that's what
It
you can
sounded
just tell.
so
He knows so
good.
much about music, even the way he moves his voice while he's playing the
Exactly.
guitar. He knows exactly what he's
Just
doing.
goosebumps thinking about his voice.
Wow. Did we feel the same way about Malcolm
my God.
Allen?
What if he did a duet with MK?
Ah, please,
Love
American Idol, make
they
it
would be able to
happen.
harmonize so well together.
We would be just a
Malcolm
mess.
Allen, super talented. Tonight was his worst performance of the competition.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like that song choice. I like what Keith said about how he should change it.
I just feel like I've heard him before. He kind of reminds me of Tyrese. I don't know. It was regular. I feel like I've heard his voice on the radio before.
I think he's the perfect package for American Idol. He has the look going, he has the style going, the swag going, and Idol has never had a full R&B artist, one
Yeah.
that's not taking us to church every time.
Right.
Is there
But
somebody?
you mean
am I
in an
forgetting?
R&B sex sort of way?
Kind of like a hip hop.
You keep
Kinda
saying
has that
R. Kelly.
swag.
Like,
You're
sweet lady, will you be mine?
okay.
I mean, he has an insane voice.
He does,
But-
and he should have done what the judges said.
Thank you.
Cut out the music.
What about Burnell?
Burnell
Yeah.
was more, to me, that's why I mentioned taking us to church. I feel like he was more of that powerhouse that,
Burnell?
yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of Joshua Ledet. I'm thinking of that powerhouse.
Joshua Lidette was a couple seasons ago.
Right.
Bernal was last season.
Right.
Yeah, I thought he was a powerhouse.
I felt him more R&B-ish.
Really?
We could spend days, but we've got 2 more to talk about here, and let's go with Go Vols, Mr. Ben Briley.
I think he has the same problem as Dexter, where he's gonna get lost in it if he doesn't
he's just
hone in on the specific. You know what I mean? Like he's not different than any other country guy.
He's too regular, yeah.
He's just.
I liked him though.
He has a good voice. I won't deny that also, but he's just too regular. He's too kind of like.
I think he's gonna get cut.
I like that Keith said there are so many people like you singing in all these bars across the country. I don't know if that was for him or for Dexter, but it's true. Like you have a good voice, that's great. What sets you apart?
Right.
Especially after the show, because if you don't win the show, you have to hustle.
Yeah.
Okay. So we think middle of the ground, but I gave some time because I know we're going to go on and on about this guy, the guy who's mastered the Philip Phillips gaze.
Nobody has mastered the Philip gaze.
I think he's working on it.
He can gaze at me any day.
See? Spencer Lloyd. The ladies love him.
Also those pants.
And so do Violet and Stephanie. The ladies love Spencer Lloyd. Am I wrong? Did you?
I love him. Horrible song choice.
Horrible singing. He doesn't deserve to be on the stage. The only thing that got him on the stage was his looks. It's so obvious. All the little girls are going crazy, and we think he's the cutest thing in the world.
But you know what? He's like...
He's not. He's not talented enough to be on that stage and have some of those people got left behind.
I think vocally maybe he doesn't compare, but it is about a whole entire package. And you have to look at somebody and say, can they sell records? Can they sell magazines?
He can sell a magazine. Let him go be a model. He has the height. He has the looks for it. He doesn't have the voice to sell a record.
But he has a good enough voice that you get Dr. Luke and Max Martin on a track, get him a little bit of auto-tune.
I don't even think has any voice to...
Violet, why such the change? Was it because a few weeks ago when he kind of submarined the girls?
His group week completely threw me off. I'm never going to like him. And yeah. But he's so cute.
See, I think, so
he's blowing up Twitter too, though.
He's not even that cute to me anymore.
Ooh.
Wow.
Them
you know what?
That's fine. I'll take him.
Mr. Wolf is cuter.
I agree with that.
To me now.
But Mr. Wolf is cute in a way you want to hug him. Spencer's cute in a different way.
Anyways.
Maybe for just like one.
Guess 179, guess 697, both right. He was a disappointment tonight, and 697 says, I think he's ugly.
Oh!
Wow.
No, that's false.
It's okay.
Whoa.
He's all right. He just switched up. He just needs to, I don't know.
All right, so I know Roy is like, we got to go, guys. We got to wrap it up. So it's prediction time.
Okay.
We're trying to fit this all in.
Your AfterBuzz TV.
How are we going to do this? Because there's 5 guys,
I just
5
want to pick
girls.
my 2 favorites.
Yes, pick your 2 favorites. Go ahead, Jason.
MK and Sam Wolf.
MK and Alex Preston. Hashtag Allie.
MK and Alex Preston. Hashtag Allie.
Wow. God, I hated green, but I'm going to go MK and...
Alex Preston.
Tune in next week, guys. It was fantastic. So, Jason, where can they find you, buddy?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jason Ikeler.
You can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi and on Instagram at SteffiG47.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Violet Kanian, Kanian.
That's a lot of addresses there. And, of course, you can find me at JC Rubio TV on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure to send your questions to Jason Ikeler for next week. He'll be on the carpet. So, for Jason, Stephanie, Violet, Roya!
I got a quick question for you.
Oh, we got a question.
So, I want to know right now, who's your American Idol pick?
MK.
MK all around?
Okay.
I only have 3
Or
voices.
Alex Preston. It's still a tie between the two.
Or Sam Wolf.
One or the other.
MK.
Too early to tell.
No, I want a name.
You know what? We're out of time.
MK or Alex?
Coming up next. We'll see you.
MK or Alex?
Good night, everybody.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.